Well, this is the fourth video in the series of Train the Planes in the Closed Chain. We've been looking at the muscles, specifically primarily the glutes and the hamstrings, all that tissue back there. But if we move the bony structure of the pelvis in three-dimensional space, then all the muscles that attach to it or that cross around it are going to be affected. They're going to have to respond in kind. So we're not just going to isolate one particular muscle, but we're going to have a symphony or an orchestration of muscles working together just by simply getting the joints to do what they're supposed to. So in this particular case, we're going to combine all three dimensions or three planes of motion together. We're going to work on the pelvis's ability to tilt forward and back. We're also going to work along the frontal plane for the pelvis to hike up on one side and drop on the other. And we'll also work on the rotation of the transverse plane. How we do that is by taking a glider and placing it under the toe of one foot. The stance leg we're going to have in a soft bend. And it's almost like you're a bowler in the bowling alley, and as you release the ball, you're going to get yourself into that position here, and then drive yourself back up again. Now, as I do this, my right leg in this case is sliding back and slightly behind my left foot, while my right arm is reaching forward, creating as much distance between my right foot and my right hand as possible. What this will do is it will force my pelvis to tilt forward, loading along the sagittal plane. My knee is staying primarily over my big toe, so we're encouraging a little bit of internal rotation with added rotation of my torso. And this hip is higher than the one sliding back, and then I come back up. So what we're doing is we are lengthening all this tissue here in three dimensions, so that what it has to do in order for me to get back is it's got to actually contract and shorten to bring me back to a more balanced or centrated place. We'll do that maybe 5 to 10 reps. You know, the rep count is individualized, but you can experience for maybe 10 to 30 seconds, see what that feels like. And then check in with your ability to tilt, sway, laterally tilt, or rotate. Does that allow a greater range of motion or a greater sense of freedom, more efficiency? Try it out.